So today I am continuing with my February 2015 project life, and I already have my photos incorporated into my PL album. So now I'm going to work on incorporating some pieces of memorabilia from the month of February. So what I have here is a Echo Park Photo Freedom page protector, and so it has three 4x6s and it has this large 6x12 page protector slot on this side. So what I've done, I've just placed some bits and pieces of things in here. So I have this card which I cut in half, and this is from my home security company, so I wanted to include that. I have this, this is actually a piece of vellum, and I thought it would be cool to include it. I was going through my purse and I had this Too Faced Cosmetics brush guide, and it just shows you what to do with the different type of brushes. So I wanted to include that. I also have like a little welcome card from Kiki K, so I want to include that. And I also ordered some cosmetics from BH Cosmetics, like some makeup from BH Cosmetics, and they sent this card, so it's like a little postcard. So I wanted to include that. And then on the back I just have like a little Avon sample, a Kelly Perky card, a tag from a handbag that I purchased in the month of February, this Technique Tuesday acrylic block piece of ephemera. I ordered some like older Technique Tuesday stamps, and it came with an acrylic block, and so I just took that from the packaging. This is a tag from a basket that I'm using to store some of my scrapbook items in, and this is from the Etsy shop that I ordered some flair from in the month of February. So that is what I'm going to be working on. Now for the month of January, I did include some ephemera as well, or memorabilia. And what I did, I just included everything in this 6x6 page protector. This is from American Crafts. I just put everything in, like receipts and cards and notes and things like that. And I just attached this little freckled fawn acetate piece to represent the month of January, and like a little tab sticker there and an arrow paper clip. So I just, put that in there. And my electric company, they send a monthly home energy report, so I included that as well, and I just have it in an 8.5 by 11 page protector. And I just put like a staple, a little what are these called? I guess it's like a little tab. This is from Smash, yeah. So it's like a little pull tab, so I just put that on there. So that's what I did for January. So for February, I thought I would do something different and try to use up these page protectors that have like various sizes and orientations. So this is going to be fun. So we'll see what I come up with. So I'm just going through a few papers in my stash because I'm going to need a paper to cover that 6x12 spot of the page protector. So I think I'm going to end up choosing this Chamel paper. I don't know the name of it, but it's a Chamel paper from her first collection. So I'm just going to cut this down basically in half because it is supposed to be 6x12. And I'm just going to layer up that card, and this is the card that I had pre-cut in half, and I'm going to trim it slightly and just layer it up on that 6x12 paper. So I decided to round the corners on this card because I'm going to end up using some Studio Calico cards. If you look to the left, you'll see this yellow bin that I have there, and that's what I store a lot of my Studio Calico cards in. So so yeah, I'm just layering up, taping down this card, and I'm going to trim off the excess. And let's see, what am I going to do? And then I'm just going to proceed to work through each card individually. So this is how I store the majority of my Studio Calico cards, and I'm going to end up going through the 4x6 cards and just choosing some colors that I think I would like. I really like the pinks and the teals and black, kind of a I don't know, like a mixed color scheme, but I do like the pink and the teal. So this card, which I adore, this card with the 2 heart balloons, that is so adorable. So I decided to use this with this vellum piece because you can still see through it, and I thought that would be cute. And I'm just adhering that down with some vellum adhesive, and I got a little bit onto the card itself, and I was just trying to rub that off. I do have an adhesive eraser, I just didn't think to use it. So I'm just going to layer up some stickers. These are some Chamel stickers. These stickers that I have here now are by Gossamer Blue from Gramercy Road. And it's just going to take me a little while to put that sticker down because I wanted it to overlap the vellum and that pretty label sticker, but I didn't want to cover up the word pretty. So it took me a while to just see where I wanted to place that. And these are some Studio Calico bows, and I thought it would be good to put that on this piece of Too Faced Cosmetics memorabilia, since it is makeup, and you know that is supposed to be all cute and pretty and everything. So this is not Studio Calico, Kelly Perky stamp called Documented, and this was from Simon Says Stamp when they carried her stamps. So just stamp Documented because I thought the banner part of that stamp was really cute, and it was just a perfect fit to go underneath that card. So for this Kiki K piece, I wanted to use this polka dot paper, and I went through and just to see if I could layer it up on these other cards, and this one just had too much gray, and since the actual this piece is gray as well, I thought it would be too much, so the polka dots work well. So now I'm going to use one of these Pink Fresh Studio wood veneer stickers, and these are really nice. They're not two-dimensional, and I like that it says I heart this because that's just perfect, you know, when you're referencing your Kiki K planner. So now for this 4x6 card from BH Cosmetics, I'm just going to layer up the Chamel one of the Chamel stickers. It says make something beautiful, and now I'm taking some Studio Calico ribbon, and this is very pretty ribbon. I love the color. I like that it's like a velvet, like a, I guess, I don't know if you call it crushed velvet, but I really like it. It's just, I don't know, it just did something to that card, and I don't know how to make bows, so I just tied it like a little knot and just attached it with my tiny attacher. So now I'm just going to do a little bit of stamping with another Kelly Perky stamp, and it's just going to be between this Heidi Swapp ink pad. I'm either going to use this mint or this, I think, is it teal? Yeah, so the teal is a little bit too blue for me, so I ended up going with the mint color, and I'm just going to stamp it off a couple of times because I don't want the full mint color each time I stamp. So I'm going to stamp it about 3 times, and just to give it that gradual effect. And I'm a little bit off camera here, but you can see what I mean there. So here I'm just finishing up this card with the Kelly Perky card that I have on there, and I used the Amy Tangerine sticker that says it's everyday kind of adventure. So I got that down. Now I'm going to work on this Avon piece of memorabilia. I'm going to adhere that down to this Studio Calico 4x6 card, and I'm going to also use some washi tape, and the washi tape is going to sort of match the green of the Avon bottle that's pictured there. So the washi tape that I'm using is from Studio Calico, and I've had it, it may have come in a kit like back in the summer, I think. So it's really nice washi tape, very it's not too thick, like you can actually see through it. So I got that down, and I'm going to use a stamp by October Afternoon. Now this stamp is from their December Daily kit from 2 years ago, I believe. So I'm just going to stamp it 3 times with that, second or third generation stamping. And these are flare buttons by Paper Candies, and so I'm going to use one of those. And I love this flare button with all the cute little hearts. So I'm using that Ultimate Crafter's glue to adhere that down. And I think I ended up going back and putting a like a foam adhesive up under it as well. Now I'm working on this handbag piece, this handbag card, and I really like this the aspect of using memorabilia this time. I felt like the memorabilia was working with me versus me having to work around the colors of the memorabilia. Like with photos and pictures, it's almost like, I have to consider the size of the photos, whether it's a 3x4 photo or a 4x6 photo, and where it's going to go, what slot it's going to go in. Is it going to fit in a 4x6? Is it going to fit 3x4? So with the memorabilia, all of that, I didn't have to deal with all of that. So it was quite fun to put this spread together. So this card, I'm going to add these Maggie Holmes stickers. They're from her, I think from her newest collection. I think, is it Confetti? So yeah, I think it's from Confetti. So I'm using some of the banner stickers, and I'm going to end up moving those up further to the top just to fill in that space. So I'll do that off camera at some point. So now I'm working on the back side of the 6x12 page protector slot, and this is another Studio Calico card, and I'm just going to end up layering the 4x6 card here and a couple of 3x4 cards, and just layering up all of the little pieces and just get them down. And that's pretty much going to be it. This was really fun to put together because I wanted the 6x12 slots, particularly this one on this side, to look very organic and not so matchy and coordinated. So I mean, because that tag, it's brown and it has like that piece of string at the top, and everything is not the same color. So I wanted to take that into consideration while putting it together. Like I wanted it to look like it had accumulated over time, and that I just didn't put it together with the idea of coordinating everything. So this is an older Studio Calico stamp, and I think it was from 2 years ago. I think it was like a New Year's stamp or something. So it just says, this little stamp says a little bit of random, and I just stamped that a couple of times at the bottom. And I'm going to use this Kelly Purkey stamp called Right Now. It's another Simon Says stamp exclusive when they carried her stamps. And I'm just going to stamp that because I wanted something to go in between the embellishments and the pieces of memorabilia. So everything is pretty much done. I am going to go back and journal on this card, and I'm just going to journal that I'm always searching for the perfect handbag, and it's like I'm always buying one. So until I find that perfect one, I guess, which there probably isn't a perfect one, it's just more fun to buy them. So just getting that down, and I'm gonna take another one of the Studio Calico stamps and fill in that empty space at the top between this and the banners on that other side. And that's how that one turned out. And so I'm going to get everything into the page protector. This is always the fun part, trying to squeeze all the cards and everything with the embellishments and everything into these page protector slots. So that's pretty much it. And thank you for watching, and there will be some photos at the end.
Oh.